happy to bring you this video on a brand new makeup kit from Tarte. It's called the Starlet, and check it out. It is, whoops, it's a jewelry box actually. This thing, once you take the makeup out of it, it can be a jewelry box. In a sense, this is a really practical makeup kit because once you're done using it for makeup, you can use it in other ways, and it obviously looks really cute in, I think, probably anyone's decor. But in the travel sense, this is not really practical because these drawers will just come open. There's no locking mechanism to keep them shut. The top can come open as well. I'm not saying you can't come up with a good way to take this with you, but it's definitely designed to sit on your vanity, on your bathroom sink, and just use it from home, so keep that in mind. It opens up from the top, and as you can see, you've got another great mirror here. What you're getting here are 4 full-sized eyeshadow quads, basically. I mean, they did not skimp on product. You pull out the next drawer, and hey, there's 2 more. So you've got a total of 6 eyeshadow quads. You've got a lash primer called Multiply. You've got Tarte Lights Camera Lashes Mascara. And then in the bottom drawer, you've got face products. So it's a bronzer, 2 of the Amazonian clay blushes, and then a luminizer. To describe the eyeshadows a little bit, again, I'm really glad that they gave full sizes, but when I first saw this at Sephora, that's where this is exclusively being sold, I noticed that they weren't the typical like Tarte eyeshadow look that most of the other Tarte palettes have, you know, where they're little squares and they say Tarte in the center. And so that instantly made me think maybe these are a different formulation or not as good of a formulation as most of their shadows are. But once I started swatching them, I realized, no, these are the same great texture that a lot of the Tarte shadows have. They don't have a lot of fallout when you put your brush in them. So, I mean, you feel like you're getting that great pigmentation. You're getting a mix of matte and shimmer. In some cases sparkly, in some cases metallic. So it's a nice variety. And it is very user-friendly because, again, they are all divided up. So just going, you know, section by section, you're getting, you know, that great kit that you could use for a smoky eye. We're talking, you know, grays, silvers, a really pearly white, and your classic matte. For example, I use the matte black with the look I'm wearing today, which is the kit with the kind of corals and greens right next door. So for that kit, it's kind of a shimmery coral that makes me think of a blush or maybe a highlight. Then you've got a couple of matte shades, and then you've got an awesome like dark forest green with sparkle. Talk about a great holiday shade. You've got a great selection of some soft plum colors. You're not getting, you know, bold purple. You're not getting anything super bright. You've got kind of a smoky gray shade, a matte pink. Then you've got a satiny finish on the deepest shade there, kind of a plum, and then a slightly shimmery lavender color. The blue kit is really nice because you've got that rich navy that can function as your liner shade, and it's just so pretty. And then you've got a super light blue, and then a very metallic, kind of silvery, icy blue, maybe just a hint of blue in that color, and then a light peach that is also very shimmery. Moving to the second drawer, you've got your neutral palette, so neutral girls who love browns and bronze, a kind of a shimmery champagne color, your deeper brown, a great metallic bronze, and then you've got a kind of skin tone peachy type color, very difficult to swatch, but it's definitely a matte shade that could tone down any of the other shades if you wanted to. And then this was the first kit that I used, the one right next door here, which is a kind of pinks and browns, and it just struck me as something very wearable and very pretty. Got a matte pink, a kind of medium brown, 2 other shades on the side here, a shimmery nude, and then a pink that has just the slightest bit of gold. These are all divided into their own color families. So if you often get palettes and wonder, how do I use that, or how do I put together the color combinations? The fact that they are divided like they are, I think, allows you to have some direction and have a sense of kind of what's going on here, but you can definitely, you know, mix and match. You've got a couple of eye products here. One is the Multiply. This is a white formula here that you will put on your lashes before you put on mascara. I think it provides great length, and I could see this being a neat little thing to use with different mascaras. One thing I noticed was that my curl, whereas when I use Lights Camera Lashes, which is the other product in here, I have this in full size, and this is one of my all-time favorite mascaras. And I felt like when I've used this, my normally straight lashes, you know, I curl them with the lash curler, then I put this on, and they don't have a problem holding that curl. But when I added this into the equation, they seem to straighten out just a little bit more. I don't know if it's just the weight of having double the product on there, or, you know, what this was doing. It gave great length, but again, what's length if it's not kind of curved up so everybody can see it, you know what I mean? Love Lights Camera Lashes mascara. This is great. You're gonna definitely enjoy this sample size if you've never tried it before, and you're probably gonna wanna buy the full size after this. Just a warning, you've been warned. On the bottom, you've got 4 face products: the bronzer, the 2 blushes, and the highlight. And just to show you size-wise, they are not, you know, full-size products. Here's the size of a normal Tarte Amazonian Clay blush. We'll see if I can hold this up here without losing it all, but so there's this size comparison. So just so you're aware, this is the Park Avenue Princess bronzer. Some of you may have tried that before. It's a bronzer with a little bit of shimmer to it. The next blush is a light peach, and it has kind of a satiny finish. It's not like a lot of sparkle. The peach one is called Glory. The berry one is called Starlet. This does have some shimmer to it. I'm wearing both actually today, one layered on top of the other. I did Starlet kind of right here, and I used Glory on top of that. And you also have a highlight, which is in rose. So I don't know, it doesn't strike me as a particularly rosy shade. It's just kind of shimmery. I'm going to show you when you lift the products out of here, they're in like a plastic pan basically. So obviously it's been finished with this sort of sparkly border. And I have a feeling that if you wanted to depot these, so to speak, you can see they're just metal backed on there. They are apparently glued in, so maybe you could pry those out if you wanted to put them in your Z palette or something. But you have a really nice satiny, it reminds me of kind of a satiny finish on the interior. Again, the pros of this palette is that you're getting 6 full-size eyeshadow quads in here. You're also getting to sample some of the Tarte face products, and you get a couple of lash products as well, including one of my all-time favorite mascaras. I like that it's a mix of matte and shimmer. The colors are pre-organized, so if you're confused on how to put shades together, you've got kind of a starting point. The downsides to this palette are that it's not something that's travel-friendly at all. It's really designed to sit on a vanity and not really be moved. Just wanted to let you know what it's all about. Thank you so much for watching, and keep an eye out for some tutorials using this palette in the near future. Bye guys.